All right, hello everyone, and greetings from a faraway land. I'm in Toronto, at the Hyatt Regency downtown, and I'm going to be shooting a trip report of my journey going home today. It's about 8 a.m. Just finished some Timbits that I got across the street. And yeah, it's time to head out and start walking over to Union Station. So the first step of this journey home is hopping the Union Pearson Express, which is a train that runs from Union Station downtown straight up to Pearson Airport. It's exactly what it sounds like. So yeah, it's about a 20-minute walk from the hotel, 15 to 20 based on Google. All right, bye-bye, Hyatt. So normally there'd be a streetcar that you could hop a couple stops here and get a little bit closer, but this line on King Street apparently is down for maintenance or construction or something, and it's probably not worth waiting around for a replacement bus to ride at like 3 stops. Plus, it's a beautiful morning out. One of the funniest things in Toronto is the constant juxtaposition of where you have these very old turn-of-the-century buildings with huge modern glass skyscrapers right behind them. I kind of like that, actually. It's sort of cool. There's your tourist shot with the CN Tower. All right, I'm gonna do something a little different here and treat you guys to some story time while I'm walking. So when I shoot these trip report videos, I always shoot them one way. Typically, there's going to be one direction of the trip where, lighting is better, window seats better, the trip is more interesting, whatever. And in this case, coming out here was like an afternoon flight on a CRJ 900. Had to leave right after work. Going back was going to be more relaxed, and it's going to be my first time on the A220. So I figured, okay, easy choice, return trip is the way to go. Well, that outbound ended up being a little more interesting than I bargained for. So we were there cruising at 31,000 feet. I was engrossed in something I had pre-downloaded on Netflix, and all of a sudden my ears started popping during cruise. And I remember thinking to myself, that's kind of odd. Then all of a sudden, there's a loud pop above my head, the cabin fills a little bit of mist, and there's a couple of oxygen masks that are just dangling above my head. And it's kind of funny, my first reaction was that, oh wow, look, somebody must have accidentally deployed the oxygen mask. I look up and take a picture. Then I put 2 and 2 together in my brain and realized that, wow, I think the cabin might have just depressurized. And sure enough, the captain came on the PA about 5 seconds later, as well as the flight attendants coming through the aisle, told everybody to put them on because the cabin was losing pressure. So the captain initiated a full emergency descent. So we got down below 10,000 feet as quick as he could get down there. That's where the air is breathable when you don't need the supplementary oxygen. At that point, we took our masks off. We had a pretty normal landing at Pearson, and emergency personnel, they rolled the trucks out for us. So we had the fire trucks that kind of followed us in off the runway. They sent the firefighters and paramedics to the plane to make sure everybody was okay. But yeah, talk about starting the trip with a bang. Goes to show you never know when a trip is going to turn suddenly much more eventful than you thought. But quite an experience. Anyway, time for round 2 on Air Canada today. We'll see if this one goes a little smoother. All right, well, there's a nice, terrible, washed out shot of Union Station with the sun right in my eyes. Talk about a blast from the past. This kind of reminds me of Terminal 1 at O'Hare. A little bit.
are now approaching Weston Station, where you can connect to TTC and GO Transit services. Please be sure to take all of your belongings with you as you disembark, including any stored overhead. We also remind passengers using Presto to please tap off. After Weston, our final stop will be Toronto Pearson International Airport. Nous arrivons à la gare de Weston. Descendez ici pour les correspondances de la TTC et de GO Transit. The next and final stop is Toronto Pearson International Airport. Le prochain et dernier arrêt est l'aéroport international Pearson de Toronto.
Broken door sensor. But yeah, I cleared US Customs in Canada. Now we're going down to the F gates. I just had to ride these because of these buttons. Very cool.
boarding complete, embarquement est terminé.
Deck Chair Captain speaking. My name is Alexander Riga, and joining me is First Officer Jacqueline Zygmunt. I'd like to welcome you all on board this Airbus A220 Air Canada Flight 1383 service to St. Louis this morning. Just about ready to go after pushback, and looking at an hour and 33 minutes to get to St. Louis. On and off bumps there in cruise, and 28 degrees Celsius upon arrival, 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and sunny at the destination. On behalf of everybody at Air Canada, it's a pleasure to have you all on board. Sit back, relax, enjoy the service and your flight. Thank you. Bonjour tout le monde du poste de pilotage, votre commandant. Mon nom c'est Alexandre Riga, avec la première officière.
Your safety is our top priority. Please take a moment to watch our safety procedures video. At this time, headsets connected to a portable electronic device must be removed. Votre sécurité est notre priorité. Veuillez prendre le temps de regarder notre vidéo sur les mesures de sécurité. Les écouteurs branchés à appareil électronique portatif doivent maintenant être retirés. Please note that the exit signs on this aircraft are identified by a green symbol. The arrows indicate the direction to the exit. If you need additional information, please refer to the safety features card located in your seat pocket or magazine rack.
Welcome aboard Air Canada.
Bienvenue à bord d'Air Canada.
For your safety and comfort, we ask that you pay attention to this short video. So join us as we explore all that Canada has to offer.
Pour votre sécurité et votre confort, soyez attentifs à cette courte vidéo. Joignez-vous à nous pour explorer tout ce que le Canada peut offrir.
Please place baggage in the overhead bin or under the seat in front of you.
Veuillez ranger vos bagages dans le coffre supérieur ou sous le siège devant vous.
In preparation for takeoff, make sure you're comfortably seated, with your seat back upright and tray table stowed.
En prévision du décollage, prenez soin de vous asseoir confortablement, de redresser le dossier de votre siège et de ranger la tablette. Si votre appareil électronique glisse dans votre siège, ne bougez pas votre siège et n'essayez pas de le récupérer au risque d'un incendie. Avertissez immédiatement le personnel de cabine afin qu'il le récupère en toute sécurité.
Should an emergency happen, place your feet flat on the floor and top of head against the seat in front of you. Need to evacuate the aircraft, leave your baggage behind, and follow the floor lighting to the nearest emergency exit.
S'il faut évacuer l'avion, laissez vos bagages à bord.
Flight attendants take position for takeoff.
12:25. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and your baggage stowed until the seatbelt sign has been turned off. Smoking is not permitted. Airplane mode may now be turned off. Before leaving, please ensure you have all of your electronic devices. If you have a connecting flight, please refer to screens inside the terminal or consult with one of our colleagues on the ground. More information for your connecting flight can be found using the Air Canada mobile app or visiting aircanada.com. Thank you for choosing Air Canada, one of the Star Alliance for your travels today.